Hi, Genki Call here. It is the week of February 26, 2024, and we are in Khaziel. But let's start off with the campaign lore. Very short. The sixth piece, much like the first, had been lost in the woods, Mogrim Woods to be exact. Fortunately, the Keeper of Paths was able to lead us to it. Very, very short. Is there any additional in the event, I wonder? Hold on and click the wrong button. Let's see. Aha! We discovered the penultimate piece of the labyrinthine tablet was below Khaziel, held by daemons. With the help of a dwarven rune chanter, we traveled deep underground to search for it, defeat daemons, and claim ancient relics looking for this piece of the tablet. And because I am not actually sure when I'm going to be able to make my world event video, because I don't feel great and I don't feel like making teams, I am going to show you the scoring. It's very, very easy. You just take the highest rarity, lowest level. The first 15 battles, you're only going to have the the epic and Nabasu troops to choose from. 15 more, then you'll get more battles you can do, and then finally, after 30 battles, you'll finally be able to fight Obsidius. So anyway, let me get that off of there. I forgot to remove it. But there we go. All right, let's get down to business. Head into the shop, grab your resources, your spoils of war. Every week, I recommend getting all 10 of these if you can. It's a great deal for event keys, and every event key is a chance at a mythic. And, the troops of the week. So, as far as the weekly event troop goes, the Rune Chanter, he is going to convert a gem into a yellow lightning gem. That's up and down. Yes, up and down. It will destroy a vertical line of gems. I'm so sorry, my brain. Then he's going to do a little bit of scatter damage. It's not much, but you do have the Stone Link bonus brown mana from brown gem matches, which of course is always nice, but yeah, he's not great. He might do okay in the event, possibly with the addition, with the additional damage that you get from your medals and badges, but I can't say for sure. Anyway, I forgot to buy it, didn't I? Here we go. I recommend getting this every week. The Glory Troop. Get one if that's all you can afford, but if you can afford it, get it up to Mythic level so that you will have a guaranteed level 20 troop for when you need it for your power level, if you can afford it. I started doing that as soon as I could afford it, and it helped immensely on getting those power levels up. So as far as other troops you can get from Khaziel, let's get in here and I will show you. Let me sort this by base rarity. La la la. So you will not be able to get Darksmith Drenza. He is in the Soulforge only. You won't be able to get the Emperinazar troops, and you won't be able to get the Empress. You can only get the Empress from the vault. So, using your vault keys. Alright, so as far as these mythics go, Ares, he does damage to the first enemy. If they die, explode 8 gems. He does do double skull damage versus stunned enemies, and, that's cool and all, but it just doesn't work out that great. He does have skull damage by a reduction by 50%, which is nice, of course, but you can use him with Obsidius. It stuns all your enemies. You can use it with Elementalist class, but I just haven't found a really super effective team to use him with at this point. Something that has really amazing synergy and works really fast is what I'm talking about. But Mithrilian, I like Mithrilian okay. Explode a 3/3 block, gain armor, barrier a random ally for every skull destroyed. The thing is about Mithrilian, he has spell damage reduction. He has no skull damage reduction. He does buff himself. Here's the thing. You hit those skulls, you get barriered, you let them hit you with their skulls, and 75% of that damage is going to go back on them, even though they hit your barrier and did no damage to you. So that is how to use Mithrilian. how often do you use a team like that? I don't know. Anyway, Stonehammer, he stuns and burns all enemies, creates a mix of 22 red and brown gems, and gains life. He does have skull damage reduction by 80%. As best I can recall, this is the highest skull damage reduction in the game. How often are you going to throw this guy at the front of your team, though? Anyway, next up we've got Gorgotha, whom I absolutely love. Gorgotha explodes gems, cleanses himself, so if he's entangled, you stick him at the front of your team. If he gets entangled, he gets death marked, any kind of negative status effect, he's going to remove it as soon as he casts. Skull damage reduction by 75%, making him fantastic to run up there. He is a great mana accumulator, and he's part of my favorite day-to-day team, which I will show you very quickly since it's right here. My favorite team to run on autoplay with the Wild King. Absolutely love this team. I show it all the time, and it's great. I 99% of the battles that I run on autoplay wins, even though you've got all of this skull spamming going on. All right, next up, we've got King Highforge. King Highforge is going to stun the last two enemies and deal damage to them. Boosted by allied dwarves, he summons, which is important, but the most important thing about King Highforge is that all dwarf allies start with 50% mana, which is, of course, amazing, especially if you have something that takes a whole lot of mana. Can't get her. You'll get Emperina just from doing the storyline here. Gimlet Stormbrew is important because he is one of the empowered mana generators, transforms all green gems to brown, enrages and gives life to the first ally. That enrage is very, very helpful, especially in Guild Wars. That, fast mana and you give enrage and extra life. It's very, very nice. I skipped over Chris Crinkle. He's okay. Give allies 42 points to, well, I'm sorry, your magic +1 points to a random skill and a random status effect. He's not bad, actually. I don't like this. If I had it to do over, I would not have fully traded him because I don't like the freeze gems. So if you end up with this troop and you have just think about not fully trading him because you don't have to fully trade them except to get power levels up, and then you have to weigh what's more important to you. But I would have not done that if I had a chance. Lady Ironbeard and Lord Ironbeard are both very powerful at certain points. Lady Ironbeard, if the enemy's armor is weaker, she's going to do triple damage. And then for Lord Beard, he's going to do triple damage if they use red mana. Rock Troll is just like the Forest Troll, double the number of brown board on the board, and then create 3 brown gems. You can run him at the front of the team because he's got the skull damage reduction, and he stuns the enemy when he does skull damage. So just like the Forest Troll, very good to run at the front of the team. And seeing if their Apothecary is good. Because, you have to get mana for her first, but transform a selected mana color to brown and cleanse all allies. Always a nice thing to have that cleanse on board if you need it. And let me get this guy leveled up here. Be right back. Alrighty. Okay, Lasher. Now, Lasher, you can see I've got some pretty good stats. And he does not do much damage. However, he is going to hit 6 random enemies, and if you have a boost on him, such as right now in our world event, with all of that boost that you get from the medals and badges from the event, he's going to hit pretty hard, especially if you hit him with the Empress and increase his magic. That's going to help as well. And you do have the Stone Link bonus brown mana from brown gem matches, but he will wreck you at high levels if he's high level, but it doesn't matter if you're, you've got these amazing stats. like I do, and you still can't do much damage. But anywho, Runesmith, yeah. Excavator. Excavator, I actually really like Excavator. Um, Actually, and Dwarven Miner as well. This one creates 5 red gems boosted by brown gems destroyed, which is great. He does summon a dust storm when an enemy dies, which is very helpful for dwarves. They use a lot of brown. This one creates red, and that's going to come into play during the trials, the epic trials. I'll go over that in a minute. I like Dwarven Miner a lot. Actually, I use him on a couple of my Guild Wars, Brown Guild Wars teams. Destroy gems of any color you want. Any color. So, you know, your enemy is using all green and you want to remove all of the green gems from the board so they can't do anything. Or you're using a lot of green and you want to take it away from them and gain it for yourself. The destroy is taking that mana as if it was matched. So he can be very good. Plus, he's got the Stone Link. Dwarven Gate. Here's the thing. Tacit has a team that he likes to use with the Dwarven Gate. It has a pretty low mana cost. You gain armor with, you know, a boost. If you're using Dwarven allies, all other allies gain barrier and 5 mana. If you have multiples of these, you cast this. You know, you have 3 of these on the team, you cast this. And then you cast the next one, and then you cast the next one, and you're forever going to have your entire team barriered. Yeah. I wouldn't have more than 3 of these. You'll never do any damage. But anyway, a Rockworm, it can loop. Those 7 brown gems can loop. If you've ever fought this guy in a delve, you know that this can loop. But, you know, it's okay. It's a common. You'll probably have that already. Anyway, should you spend your event keys this week? That's entirely up to you. Because at the end of the day, it's what you want from the game and the way that you want to play. As far as the epic trials go, I did 3 battles here, and then I bought the 3 tiers for the shiny pet, and then I used an orb of minions to get it up to mythic level. But as far as the fights go, what I recommend is that you make a small change. It starts like this. Move the runesmith up, because the tactic you're going to want to take, cast the runesmith over and over and over again on Lord Ironbeard, because you want him to have lots of attack. You want him to be able to survive this other team. Take out Lasher as soon as possible, because, like I said, he will wreck you. Doesn't seem like much, adds up very quickly, especially he's got that bonus brown mana from brown gem matches. We've got Gimlet that's going to be giving him Enrage. That's important. Gimlet is the one to target with Lord Ironbeard for that triple damage. Target Gimlet first, then go for Bombardier if it's still here, but keep casting this on Lord Ironbeard. Cast the others if you need to. Apothecary will get you that brown, as I talked about earlier. And feed King Hiveforge, who can summon if you need him to. Generally speaking, though, if you lose Lord Ironbeard, you might want to start over. Just keep hitting this troop. I mean, otherwise you're going to have to start over with buffing that armor and attack. The attack is what we want. Use the skulls, skull this other team down, because you're not going to have enough damage to take them out quickly enough otherwise. But Lasher first, then Gimlet, the other 2, whatever you want to do. But that is what I recommend for this. And then, what's next? Oh yes, so I didn't talk about the, not shop, the Shallow Borer. Oops, I can't hit the right buttons. The Shallow Borer, this is the final starry pet. There are no more at the moment. This is the first time that we've been to Khaziel since they introduced the shallow or the starry pets, and this is the final one. Let me show you. La la la. I hit the wrong button. Cat's on my lap, and I bumped her and hit the wrong button. So as far as the starry pets go, I mean I have them all, unowned 0, which means they're all available. They have all been available, but this is the final one. I'm sorry that I'm digressing. Anyway, Legends Reborn, we got to go over that. And if you click on the button right now, nothing happens. They need to do something about that because you can't get in that way. So, in order to get to Legends Reborn, go into Games and click Legends Reborn. If you have a pet rescue up, it's not going to show here. Just scroll over to the right until you see it, which is, I don't see it. Oh no. There it is. That's right here. I was expecting it to be all the way at the other ends like usual. It's right here. So if you have a pet rescue up, just click on this. So here's the way that it works. If you've never done a Legends Reborn before, you can get this pet for free, Swamp Lash's Bud. Do you need it? You probably do. If you're low level, I do recommend getting that. It's a level 20 pet for free. And for Khaziel, there aren't that many pets. So I have 5 level 20 pets. One of them is from, where'd it go? Am I in the right place? Yes, of course I am. Crinkle's Toy Bag, can't get that. Rocky you can get, Shallow Boar you can get, Baby Beard you can get. So these 4 are the only ones that you can get right now. If you're not high enough level to get the Starry Shallow Boar, then you got to depend on other things. If you're not high enough level to do the Emperinazar faction 500 and pure faction, you won't be able to get the Kobold Kitty either. So yeah, you might want to work on that. You don't want to get pet blocked, and you know, right now it's very, very easy to get this maxed out, but it recommend it my brain it requires you to do 25 battles. You'll get 1 for free here, 1 for free, or 5 here. At the end of the day, you'll have enough to max out this new pet and have a level 20 pet, but you've got to do the 25 battles storyline in order to do that. So one of these will unlock every couple days, I believe. I think that this is only lasting for 1 week, which is new. I thought it lasted 2 weeks. Yeah, it ends in a week. So maybe they'll unlock these. Well, they have to unlock these more quickly than they used to. Also, don't miss this over here. Just for killing red enemies, and where it says that is defeat red enemies to earn snake fangs. And so every time you defeat red enemies, you'll get one of these. It's supposed to be a snake fang. Sure looks like a dagger to me, but you'll get one of these. And you get 20 of those. You unlock this for free. You get 30 total. Then you'll unlock this for free. And then you can unlock these other tiers. So previously in the Legends Reborn event, you got all of this stuff for free, and you would be able to max out this pet. Am I ever going to use Were-Rat? Not Dark Pits. I don't know. I might use it in Dark Pits, but you used to be able to max this out by completing the event. Now you can't. Now, if you want to max it out, you're going to have to pay to max it out, or use Orbs of Minions, which, you know, you probably have quite a few of. But now, I'll get to the paid in a minute, but you can see here, if you want the extras to fully max this out, you're going to have to pay real money. By having the copies, I mean not using the orbs of minions. As far as the second tier goes, you get this other pet. This one is going to support Basilisk, who's actually really underrated in my opinion. So, do I want this? Yeah, and this you will get completely maxed out, level 20. So I will be doing this. I want these succulent, yummy things here. The Orbs of Glory are fantastic for me at this point in my game. So I'll definitely be buying all of these tiers here. As far as the paid side, hum, it's very expensive. If you want to have everything they show here plus the bonuses, which really don't care about the bonuses myself. Um, the deed books are very tasty. They're very tasty indeed, but to get all of these tiers, it's going to cost you $80, and that is exorbitant in my opinion. I would never spend $80 on that. But this pet is going to boost a brand new troop that's coming out on Friday. We have Shaka. Shaka is coming out on Friday, and this is what Shaka looks like. Let me show you. La la la, forgot to hit the button. La la la. Oh my gosh, I can't find it. There it is. Oh my gosh. This is Shaka. Very cool artwork. I do love that. But this is what I want to show you. Shaka is going to do your magic times 2 plus 4. It's going to do true damage to one enemy and a random enemy. So it's going to hit 2 enemies. It's going to create a mix of 20 blue and green gems. And yeah, that's quite a lot. And it's blue and green. Ooh, because that is the same colors that Venoxia uses. The looping between this and Venoxia is going to be crazy good. Oh. Now, we also have the traits to look at. Skull damage reduction, that's nice. Create a 3x wild card when my turn begins. And then you cast, and you've got, as long as it doesn't overwrite the wild card, but those wild cards are so powerful, so very nice, and I think it's just going to be a really good mythic. I'm looking forward to testing it out. Dum 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 dum. Oops, I hit the wrong button again. Oh my goodness. There we go. Alright, heading back into the game. So, am I going to spend money to boost it? Real money? I would consider buying the first tier and then using a major orb of minions on it, but I'm sure not going to be paying $80 to get it maxed out. That's a lot of Dragonite. Cool. Anyway, I digress. What else have we got? So I just went over Mythic Friday. We went over Legends Reborn. We've got... Right, what else have we got this week? Tomorrow we have Emperinazar. One of the most annoyingly long factions. I did level 300 pure faction, I think, and I hated it. It took forever, so I haven't ever revisited it. Yay. Okay. Emperinazar on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we've got little baby Beardkin here. On Thursday, we have the... Where is... There it is. Class Trial. We have Rune Priest, which is pretty good. I'd rather use Titan, personally, but, if you want an all-dwarf team, Rune Priest is not bad. And then this weekend, we have Bounty. And the Bounty trip looks interesting, but we'll go over that, hopefully, on Friday. Anyway, I think that's everything. I think this video's long enough. Check out the videos popping up on the screen right now if you are so inclined. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you may be, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye!